Hiya, good morning, uh, everyone. It's Shay from Grassroots Football Adventures. I'm just going to do a post-match view on the Linnets 1-0 win yesterday against Stafford Rangers. I did do one last night, but this camera, as it seems to be doing the last few times, decided to split the video into two parts, despite me not going for more than 15 minutes. I'm going to make this a bit quicker. I don't want this to be rushed, but I'm going to try to keep it to about 10 minutes. So, let's get into it. When it's 1-0 win yesterday, great performance by everyone. Really proud of the team. A great response to last week's disappointing loss to Clitheroe. Much better performance. Great to see Brookie get a start and pretty much play the whole 90 minutes. Great to see that Scott was okay after that nasty elbow last week that he sustained from that awful number 6 at Clitheroe. Great result. One thing I'm just going to say now, I'll put this on before anyone else. I'm sorry, excuse the language, but I fucked up yesterday. During the first goal that Naeem scored, I think it went under the keeper. It looked like it could have been a bit of a howl from the keeper, but I take that all day long. I thought I was filming, and it appeared that the camera was not actually on. I remember it was on, and I was pointing it towards the goal, and then they scored, and then I looked at the camera and saw the record button. It wasn't recording. I thought, oh shit! So I'm really sorry about that, everyone. I apologise. It's my fault. I missed the one and only goal. The only consolation I can say is it was again taking nothing away from us. It was a scruffy goal, but we don't care. It was a bit of a howl from the keeper, and it went under his body. So that's the only consolation. But yeah, I do apologise for missing that because I really should be more careful to make sure this thing is recording. I don't know what happened, but yeah, sorry about that. So apologies that the videos would come out were ones with no goals, but I'll try to make sure next time I don't do that. Most importantly though, a 1-0 win, 3 points. Bury lost, Avro lost. It's a brilliant weekend for us. Lead to the top is now 5 points. Bury 68, we've got 63, but Avro still have a game in. No, sorry, they got 2 games in hand. Lower Breck did win, only just 4-0 up, and I think they conceded 3. They've got a game in hand. So it's Bury 68, Avro 64, Breck 64 or 63. But yeah, Breck 1 game in hand. Avro 2, so really, it's a massive win, not just because of the bounce back from last week, but because of Bury and Avro losing. We took full advantage of that, and there was no better opportunity to take advantage of the top 2 teams losing on the same day. That does not happen, hardly. That's not happened for, I can't remember the last time they both lost on the same weekend. So absolutely could be huge. And we do obviously have Bury at home. Of course, that's going to be mega tough because they're still but obviously on paper and by form they are still the best team in the league. But we've got to believe we've got every chance. We've got Darlaston next week away. It's going to be really hard. They're fighting for their life. I think they're 20th or 22nd, but I think they've got a game or 2 in hand, so they're going to be fighting for every point they can get. So it's going to be hard next week, really tough. And then we've got after that we have a home game. I know it's Darlaston away, then it's Bury at home. I know we've got Trafford away, bottom, but again, it's going to be tough last 8 games. But what really made up yesterday, we got a win. It didn't matter how we won. We kept a clean sheet. Just going to give a quick shout out to the Stafford fans. They were brilliant yesterday, and they really got behind the teams, and seeing how many they brought to the ground was credit to them. They had a coach full, and they had more, and there was about over, I think it was 721 the attendance, 721. So they really contributed to that high attendance. So I think they should be really proud of themselves because they're the good supporters, and I know they didn't get the result they wanted, but their keeper made an absolutely world-class save from Deck McLaughlin, that fingertip. I don't know how he did it. For me, that's the save of the season so far, and I think that potentially might win save of the season. Because I think they should do a save of the season. They always seem to do goals, but yeah, that save was unreal. So yeah, I think they'll be fine. They'll stay up, no problem. But yeah, we knew it'd be hard. We'd never beaten them since they come back into this division. So it took us about two or 3 years. So yeah, but no, a huge credit to their fans, and so really, really big credit to the numbers they did bring, and for the atmosphere they did create. Really good supporters, and I wish them all the best. For the last 8 games, I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll stay up, no problem. They've been on a good run themselves, so it would be hard anyway. But with the run they've been on, it was, we kind of just about got the 3 points, but only just. So yeah, we've got that 63 points to say. For me, another 4 wins, and for me that obviously doesn't guarantee playoffs, but I think that will be enough. But that's just my opinion. Obviously don't have a crystal ball, can't say the magic number for 5th place is 75 points, but I think it'll be around the mid-70s mark. I think whoever wins the league is probably going to have to get over 80 points, probably 85 points maybe. Yeah, but I really, really hope next week we can follow this up, because it's a great bounce back from last week, but we really, season's almost over. We've really got to win again next week, because if we could beat Darlaston next week, and the game after before Berry, even if Berry win their next 2 games, we would have a chance of cutting the lead to 2 points if we beat them at home. That's a big if. I know they'll fancy the chances, and rightly so, being the best team. Fair play to them. So we have got to play them, and that is massive. Being because it's an opportunity for us to take points off them. They've obviously lost at home to Vauxhall yesterday, but it's a chance. But we have to win next week. If we don't win next week and the week after, I'm not saying it will be pointless, but you've got to follow it up. And it's tough to be consistent. Darlaston, credit to them, they got promoted. They're making a good fight to stay up, and they'll be, they'll really make it really tough. And we just got to just try and find a way to just get 3 points. Here we have. Really made up today. And one thing me and Candy were saying yesterday as well is, I know some of the players were testing the keeper. I felt like some of the games where, I'm not saying they try to walk the ball in or get really close. Alright, you don't always want to be taking shots outside the box, but I think they're a bit more adventurous and started testing the keeper, and it was good to see. Even there was some that he saved, obviously, including the world's class save from Deck. A few that went wide, but it was good to see him test the keeper and have a go. It was just good to see that, and it was great to see Sean Miller back. I think apparently being on a break or holiday, so he looked really good. He looked fresh, sharp, so vital to have him with us. And we've also got a couple of new signings. I think we've got a guy called Brendan O'Brien, very Irish name, like mine. Apparently we've got another one coming in as well before the deadline. So that's how I was saying. He said he's got Brendan O'Brien and hopefully someone else. So yeah, that'll definitely help us with the push for the to try to get at least 5th. So yeah, it's happy days. I'll get all the other videos on shortly. Again, apologies again that I missed a goal. It's my fault. Feel free to hammer me for that. It's completely my fault. I'm an idiot. I didn't have the record button playing. You shouldn't trust me with a camera. I'm not very good. Candy's the expert. I'm kind of useless, but bumbling and useless. Right, I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. I hope you all enjoyed yesterday when it's fans, and again, fair play to Stafford fans. Hope you all got home okay, and I'm sure you'll be fine staying up. Did yourselves proud and the team with your support. Right, I'm going to end this now before it decides to split this video in half. And I hope you have a nice Sunday, whatever you're doing. We're just going to do a bit of shopping, tidying. Nothing exciting, but stuff that has to be done. And then another week of work next week. And then the coach to Darwin. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a nice Sunday, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you, whoever's there, on Saturday's Coach of Darwin. Come on, Yellows.